we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from the Superdome. Get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
A huge play right off the bat. 37 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is Rattler. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jaxson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Off he goes. The rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
The Giants' first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down to keep the drive alive.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it is Dart. Moving to his left. He keeps it himself. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He'll run again. And he's in. What a drive. Jaxson Dart, touchdown, Giants. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Off the plaything. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll work the middle here with Camara. And he's fouled out after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. He's done his man, complete to Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Brought in by Chris Olave. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Rattler. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Courier. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll try to run for it.
Spencer Rattler on the scramble.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's going to try to get this himself. And he will take it in himself. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Blake Groupie to
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Gain of 12.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. And that is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. That is fielded at the 13. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. It's 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Here's a screen coming for Kamara. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Rattler now back to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Open man is Robinson. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, New York.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Giants.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Dart. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 54-yard attempt.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Stoll. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing now is Rattler. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To throw, it's Rattler. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. They'll go again here with Camara. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. Here's a 2nd and 12 as we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Rattler going to throw. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
Here's Blake Groupie for the Saints. A field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Giants offense and their quarterback Jaxson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And the Giants first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down. We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Brian Brzee on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at their 48-yard line.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Demario Davis there on the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing, Dart. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Dart going to keep this on his own read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Dart. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Camara. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started. A pick up of 17 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at
the ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
On the handoff, it's Camara. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dart. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Carl Granderson in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Dart. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. Throw on the run is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Rattler. A throw on the move is caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Now a screen set up for Miller. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Throwing here on 3rd, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A 5-yard loss. It's 4th and goal.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboot. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Saints offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Kamara got a 1st down, still going. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Saints going to use their second timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Rattler now back to throw. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. And this will be from 42 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. A play fake. Now Dart. Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Fabio Carrigan.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down, New York.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Giants first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
To QB Jaxson. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Tracy. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants have taken the lead by a point here in the third.
Saints 16.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return, it's Kendre Miller. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. First down, they'll start out with Kamara. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 33, here's second down and 2. Now, this looks like a design run. This will be a Saints first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Now Rattler going to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throwing now is Rattler. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw, it's Rattler. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Spencer Rattler on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. In motion, it's Robinson. He showed jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a
gain there of 23 yards.
First down,
Giants.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throw, left side, that's Johnson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a screen set up for Tracy. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Saints take over.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Begin with a zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was brought down by
a lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's deep for Olave. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That penalty is declined.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tyler Newman on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. I have it defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's now third down and 9
I feel like their
yards
quarterback,
to go.
for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Throwing is Rattler. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit. That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. The ball comes out.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's Tracy looking to run. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
A carry here for Tracy. He'll work forward for a couple. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it is Dart. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dart. throw on the run is complete. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Miller now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Rattler. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. That is a 74-yard gain.
First down.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Kamara trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he's going to come up short.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Shaheed in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead. But instead, they go backwards.
And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
And this was right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Olszewski now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On the play fake, here's Dart. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way. And whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
The Giants sending out their punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Rattler now back to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the
Call it
play.
a gain of 13. It's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The motion there, tight end Johnson. Looking to throw. Rattler. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll run. It's Camara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough, and they convert on 3rd down.
Saints, first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Camara. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Rattler going to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Throwing now is Rattler. He'll try to run for it.
Spencer Rattler on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Carl Granderson getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. On the run to the right. Now he'll run. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
Gain on the play. 1st down, Giants.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
We'll go to the crowd, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 4. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Giants.
1st down, New York.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
On 2nd down, Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Nathan Shepard getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to third and very long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
They need one right now. Third and long. And that is incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. The rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
To throw, it's Rattler. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. And nice run, sliding to a halt. A pickup of 9.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Dart. That is Incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over once more. They'll start this one on the ground with Courier. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Back to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Courier. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. He'll run again.
Spencer Rattler on the keeper. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, 2nd and 7. One of the tight ends in motion right. It's a give now to Courier. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
3rd down, 3 to go. We'll try and run here with Miller.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Working across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So this one, a win for the Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.